Hello, my name's Rachel and welcome back to my channel. So today I wanted to talk you through financial independence here in the UK, financial freedom, talk to you about a really interesting book that I've been reading that has a whole chapter on financial freedom, and just talk you through the steps and what we've been doing to reach an idea of financial freedom that is right for us as a family. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, then please do carry on watching. So just to give you a bit of a backstory about my working history and then also about my finances, I have been working since the age of 16. So when I was 16, which is the earliest you could work here in the UK, I walked down the high street because I couldn't drive a car because you can't drive as well at that age, and basically went into every single place hoping to find a job. There was actually a photographer's on the high street and I thought I'd love to work here, but they didn't have any vacancies obviously, so went all the way down the high street, got to the end of the high street and there was a supermarket there and they had vacancies, so I got my first job working there as a checkout girl when I was 16. Then I went off to university, had 3 different jobs to support myself while I was at university, and then have been working ever since. Then went on maternity leave with my daughter, then started my own business, and the rest is history basically. My husband also works full-time, so we've been kind of on this working conveyor belt for quite some time now, and as I said, now we have 2 young children, so we've been thinking more and more about financial independence, and in the last 3 years have started investing in the stock market, investing in different funds, shares, ETFs and trusts as well, just to try and bring some passive income from investing in as well as kind of having an emergency fund saved and all the good things like that. So more recently we've been thinking about it a little bit more seriously. I have been reading this awesome book called The Psychology of Money, which really got me thinking about it as well. I'm going to read you the first section from the chapter on financial freedom, which says, "The highest form of wealth is the ability to wake up every morning and say, I can do whatever I want to today. People want to become wealthier to make them happier. Happiness is a complicated subject because everyone's different. But if there's a common denominator in happiness, a universal fuel of joy, it's that people want to control their lives." And I think working and then having young children, more recently it potentially feels like you're a little bit more out of control of your life because you have to provide for the children. We've obviously got a mortgage now, everything's become very serious, and I think it's very easy to lose sight of the things that you're passionate about and where you want to go in the bigger picture, and kind of get stuck in the kind of hamster wheel of day-to-day working, which is where we're at the moment. So as I said, trying to get out of this hamster wheel and start to have a little bit more passive income, so we have a bit more financial freedom. We have started investing, so if you want to subscribe to this channel, you can see all the different things that we're investing in. I share all my different investment portfolios, I share the gains that I've made and also the losses, so if that's something you're interested in, then please do subscribe to this channel. So we've been working on that. We have also been incredibly frugal over the last few years, so saving for our house, so it does talk about frugality as well. So we really wanted to stop living paycheck to paycheck in terms of our money, because we wanted to be able to have money in investments bringing in some extra money for us without having to do anything, apart from obviously researching the different stocks and shares and investments, which I really enjoy doing anyway. So I've been doing that anyway and have enjoyed it. So it says in the book, to obtain bit by bit a level of independence and autonomy that comes from unspent assets that give you greater control over what you can do and when you can do it, which is how I see investing at the moment. So it's unspent assets, so it's money that we've brought in through working and saving that we are then using to make more money. And then in terms of being really frugal, which is something we have always naturally been, to be honest, I have always been really careful, never been interested particularly in kind of luxury, high-end, nice things. I think as long as I've got clothes to wear and I've got nice food to eat and a warm, clean, happy house, I don't need much else. But it says Using your money to buy time and options has a lifestyle benefit few luxury goods can compete with, and I definitely agree with that. So I think having a really nice car on the drive, you know, I would rather have the money in our investment accounts, knowing that that's going to bring us in more money, rather than having a really lovely car on the drive that's depreciating in value. And to be honest, the people that we hang around with and our family and friends don't really care about what kind of car we have. And we don't really care about what kind of car we have. Obviously, it'd be awesome to have an amazing Tesla or something like that. But as long as it gets us from A to B and is super safe, so it's got a 5-star safety rating, which is something that was important to me when we were choosing it for the girls. But other than that, it's nothing fancy, and I am completely happy and okay with that. So as I said, we have been investing as a way to bring in passive income for ourselves that way. The only thing with this is that you do have to have quite a big investment pot to be able to live off your investments. So doing a bit of research, if you look into it, they say that you can spend 4% of your investments a year to hopefully still have that money left over within 30 years time. So to not spend all your money and to still have money in your investment accounts, you can only really spend around about some people are saying closer to 5%. So to be able to spend about £3,000 a month, we'd need obviously 36 grand a year, which would be around about £900,000 invested, which for us is just not realistic. Our jobs, we're not going to be able to save £900,000 in the next couple of years. However, it's a good goal to aim for, and we are definitely bringing some money in passively through our investments, through dividends, and also through the fact that they are growing very nicely, and we're very pleased with that. So I think when we think about our version of FIRE, we are definitely thinking more about the kind of barista FIRE movement, if that makes sense. So there's lots of different levels of FIRE in the community, which the barista FIRE is one that's a little bit more accessible. So it's described in businessinsider.com as being a more accessible way to fast track FIRE and leave work earlier, but it means working or having some form of earned income, at least part-time. And I think we would definitely be more than happy to keep working. I think that we want to do things that we're passionate about. We want to do things that potentially make a difference to our community and to the people around us. So we are definitely happy to keep working, and I think I would probably be a little bit bored if I didn't keep doing something, but it would be nice to be able to not consider income and to consider, would we actually enjoy that job? Would we feel passionate about it? That is the kind of FIRE that we are potentially looking at achieving in the next few years. So the next point that I really liked in this book, The Psychology of Money, is a point that he'd actually taken from another book by Carl Pillimer called 30 Lessons for Living. And I'm going to read that out to you as well, because I thought it was a really good section. It says, no one, not a single person out of 1,000 said that to be happy you should try to work as hard as you can to make money to buy the things you want. No one, not a single person said it's important to be at least as wealthy as the people around you, and if you have more than they do, it's a real success. And no one, not a single person said that you should choose your work based on your desired future earning power. So that's definitely what we said about not particularly wanting to choose a job based on the income, but choosing a job because it's something we're passionate about. And then Pillimer goes on to say what they did value were things like quality friendships, being part of something bigger than themselves, and spending quality, unstructured time with their children. Your kids don't want your money or what your money buys anywhere near as much as they want you. Specifically, they want you with them. And I think that really rang true for us, obviously, because we do have 2 young children who we are keen to spend as much time as possible with. I think obviously a lot of people want to spend time with their children and see them grow. I don't think that goes without saying. I don't think I'm any different from any other parent in that way. And I think that if we work towards these kind of financial freedom goals, then to be able to do that and to not be stressed about money would be incredible. And for us, it would be, as I said, more important than having lots and lots of nice things. So yeah, so basically what we are planning on doing is continuing with the investing. We're also researching and looking into different forms of passive income. We're then making a plan and thinking about the kind of jobs that we would like to do if we were to have enough money on the side coming in through passive income and side incomes to be able to do a different kind of job. And then we're also continuing to just be really frugal where we can. Obviously, because we have been in lockdown for the last year, that has taught us even more how to be super frugal and careful with our money, because we haven't really been able to do anything. And then also paying off all our consumer debt. So we have both paid off our student loans now through working. So in the UK, your student loan gets taken out of your bank account when you start working. And we're both pretty old now, so we've paid them off. But getting out of any consumer debt, so we did put, for example, we just renovated our house and we put the kitchen and the bathroom on credit cards. Those credit cards are interest free, and we do have the money to be able to pay them off in time when the interest free period ends, but we wanted to put them on credit cards because you have better protection that way. And then also in terms of the time value of money, we would rather have money invested for a longer period of time than taking it out to pay for things like that. So those things are on credit cards, but we want to get rid of that, grow our investment pot, find some other forms of passive income as well, and then hopefully in the coming years we can reach a kind of barista F.I.R.E type version of financial freedom. I think it's really important that we've kind of sat down and had to think about it and how to think about where we're going, because I think, as I said, it can be so easy to get into that hamster wheel of work and not being able to see outside of that daily grind. So yeah, we have spent some time thinking about it. We spent lots of time reading about it. This is just one of the books that I've read about financial freedom. If you would like any more information about any of the books that I've read, any more information on investing, then please do write down in the comments down below. Also subscribe to this channel, because I plan on putting so much information here on financial freedom, investing, all that good stuff. There is a lot of investment information on this channel already. I'm not a financial advisor, just very passionate about investing and enjoy doing it and enjoy doing the research. But if you're looking for proper solid financial advice, this probably isn't the place to go. But if you're looking for a kind of family friendly, simple investing ideas, then you can check this channel out. Anyway, thank you so very much for watching, and I really appreciate your time today, and have a lovely one. Bye bye.